Today we're going to be looking at three different hybrids. The Sanyo CG6, the Aptec MPV-R Plus, and the SVP 8800 camera. Alright, where to begin? Size-wise, let's look at it. Size-wise. You see that the Sanyo is by far the smallest, and followed by the MPV-R, and the tallest is the SVP. The size of this camera, being tall, presents some interesting problems we'll get into shortly. LCD-wise, the Sanyo surprisingly has a 2.5-inch LCD, very high quality Sanyo. The MPV-R has a 2.25-inch. The SVP has an amazing 3-inch LCD. Very nice quality LCD, that is. The problem with the SVP is two things. The mic is on the bottom of the grip, so the ergonomics of it isn't that great at all. Someone suggested holding the camera like this. I don't like that. I find I have to hold it with two hands like this. And the reason for that is to avoid blocking the mic, and also because it's so tall, it's a taller camera, it's really hard to hold, even if the mic thing wasn't there. It's hard to hold and be able to maneuver the controls on top here, the toggle switch and so forth, because it's taller. If you had a big hand, I suppose it'd be okay, but because the mic is there, that adds to the problem, because even with a big hand, you're going to be holding it kind of funny. You can't hold it. I tried this. I tried holding it like this and then keeping my pinky out of the way, because it's still kind of close to the mic. I found that the audio wasn't that good. Speaking of the audio really isn't that good anyway on this camera. The volume is just not there for the speaker. The volume is not there for headphones. Plug in headphones, the volume, you're still not going to get full volume. Transfer your clips on your favorite editing software, you're still not going to get full volume. So it rates really low as far as I'm concerned with the ergonomics and being able to use it. Alright. Another problem that I noticed with the SVP is white balance. There is no manual white balance setting, so you're stuck with what the camera gives you, which is auto and your normal presets. I find that under auto or any of the presets, sometimes the white balance is not really accurate. It's off. Not much, but the color doesn't seem real sometimes. Just off. I don't like that. Other than that, it has a 6-megapixel CCD sensor on it, and it delivers pretty good video quality and pretty good still pictures. Okay. If not for the white balance issue, maybe that can be fixed in a firmware upgrade down the road. I don't know. If not for that, I'd say the quality, the picture quality. The MPV-R only has a 5-megapixel CMOS sensor, and not the best thing they have in there. But I tell you what, quality is pretty decent. It's acceptable for videos. Indoors, it sucks. It's crappy. Let's be honest. Indoors, you're going to get below average results. Alright? And it's unavoidable. But this is only a $149 camera. It has an excellent speaker grill on there. I can't count how many holes are on there. It has a large mic, which is on top of the camera. Good place for it. The only thing is, like, when you view these, you can play back your videos and hold it like this. This speaker is on the bottom. It should be there, okay, facing you. But that's a minor thing, all right? Picture quality, video quality-wise, videos, it's pretty decent outside. This is my favorite camera I grab when I go out before I leave the house. So it's just a fun camera. It's very reliable, and I like it. One of the complaints that you read about is this compartment here slips out easily in the pocket and so forth. That's true, but it's not a major problem. It has removable batteries. This is where you stick your SD card. It supports up to 4 gigs. And I give this camera a very good rating. Very good. Even though it's just a 5 megapixel CMOS. The Sanyo CG6, finding faults on this camera is really difficult. But the only fault I can find on it is the speaker is very low volume-wise. Plug in the headphones, you have full volume. It's just a speaker issue, not a major thing. Surprisingly, it has a 2.5-inch monitor, high quality, of course, a lens cap, excellent video quality, and excellent still quality, definitely above average, in a class of its own. Price-wise, $299.99 in Walmart for the CG6. For the MPVR, you can pick it up at Target for $149.99. I bought the SVP 8800 off of eBay new for $112.50. I'm glad I didn't pay a penny more than that. I do not consider this a good purchase for full retail, which is $169.99. But you can get it off of eBay for around $100. It may be worth it, okay? Because the picture quality is good, and I may be overly picky on the white balance, but that's the purpose of this review. I personally don't recommend it. I think you can do a lot better, in my humble opinion. It's a poor excuse for a hybrid. Mic there, what were they thinking of? Rating-wise, I rate the SG6 first. No surprise. No brainer. Smokes these two. However, here's a surprise. I rate the MPVR over the SVP 8800 with its 6 megapixel CCD. The reason? This is a much better quality camera than the SVP. This is built pretty good. Easy ergonomics, excellent features. They all have MP3 players except the Sanyo. I think that most people, when they buy these hybrids, they're terribly disappointed because they expect to see quality on the line of a Mini DV. And if that's the case, you are going to be terribly disappointed. It's unfair to compare these two models, except with these, which really gives Mini DV a struggle. Quality-wise, here's what we're looking at. You probably know what a Mini DV looks like on your television set. It looks like television quality, right? Yes, of course. The same, you're going to get the same look on the CG6. Alright? Throw it up on your large screen, plasma widescreen monitor. The Mini DV is going to look a little better than the than the CG6. Alright? But not by much. Okay? In comparison, what you're going to get if you hook up the MPVR to your television set, it's going to resemble a television show you recorded off your VCR. There's going to be some waviness. There's going to be some degrading, noticeable degradation in image quality. Not a heck of a lot, but noticeable. I highly recommend the MPVR. Highly recommend the Sanyo VP6 CG6. I really do not recommend the SVP HD-DV 8800. It's not high definition. Alright, they really go out of their way to make it sound like it's high definition. It's not. I think, to sum up the SVP, I would say close but no cigar. Just has too many issues as far as I'm concerned. Well, thanks for watching. Visit the website, aadigital.net. My name is Jim, also known as More Pixels. I'm Steve Digacam's forum. And until the next time, have fun.